everybody, it's Mike Duisberg from Magic Means Business with one of my favorite business quotes. I don't know one way to make $100, but I know 100 ways to make $1. I think this is really important. It comes back to one of my favorite people in business, Jay Abraham, his fabulous book, Giving Everything You Can Out of All You've Got and Sticking Point Solution. He likes to talk about a system that he calls the diving board school of business. And so today we will talk about the diving board approach to events. This is the way you see a lot of people advertise their event. They say, hey, we're going to have some food, we're going to have some drink, we're going to have some live music. You should really come. And the funny thing is, when you think of it, you see that diving board, you realize there's not a whole lot else holding up that diving board. That's why that right end gets kind of flippy. And that's why maybe that event isn't necessarily going to generate a lot of revenue, because when you think about it, the only thing that guarantees is that people will eat, drink, and listen to music. Jay says, you know what, if we want to actually get money out of our business, if we want to make our event more profitable, we ought to think bigger with more structure, something more like the Parthenon, right? Remember the Parthenon in Greece? It's got, hundreds of these gigantic columns that are holding it up. And it's this 3,000-year-old structure that I think's been blown up even with modern weapons at least 3 times. And it's still standing because those great big columns are still holding together. And there's so many of them that the weight is distributed to all the different columns. So let's take this and describe what I would call the event Parthenon. These are all the different things that are holding up your event and making sure that you make money. You got your pre-show, you got your food and drink, registration, entertainment, referrals. You've got a system to reactivate lost customers. You got a system to have expansion conversations with your existing customers. You've got a system to do follow-up after the event, and you've got a system to introduce your customers to the prospects that are at the event. So the event turns into sort of an industry hub, and you're the kind of center of the industry, and you're building your business all the time. So if you build an event Parthenon like that, not only do you have all of these things holding up your event and more, each one of these pillars that hold up your event has its own Parthenon built underneath it. So in the case of entertainment, I figured out here's 12 different ways you can leverage your entertainment to actually start more business conversations, get more people to your event, and get more people talking to your sales reps before, during, and after the event. So you're in more positions to make new sales, make expansion sales, reactivate lost customers, generate referrals, and just maintain the existing business you've got. It's all right here, and it's all working toward you. And here's the cool thing. Within entertainment, within every single one of those pillars, you could build that Parthenon 2 or 3 or 4 layers deep, where all of those things are all supporting the event goal, right, of generating sales. So you've got all this stuff supporting, and even if some of them don't work at all, or some of them work only a little bit, you know that you're constantly going to generate revenue from lots of different sources through the event. Now, this is kind of a huge impact actually on how growth comes from an event too. We start off, most events are kind of linear. You get a few new sales from the event. You start with some new customers. You sell a couple new products to old customers. It kind of works. But when you add all these other sources in, right, not only are you getting new customers, selling more stuff to your existing ones, and you get referrals, right, you've got multiple other methods at the event. So instead of just getting 2 or 3 sales, you might get 6 or 7. And then these are now going to stack so that the event after that gets even bigger, and the event after that gets even bigger. And as you stack this and as you stack these methods, you go what's exponential. So multiple days of an event, you do an event year after year, you're actually compounding. So you keep adding your old new customers to the existing ones, plus bringing in new ones. And then you've got 3 different ways that you can sell to each one of those customers. And you got 15 different ways that you can start a conversation with those customers. You're really growing at an incredible pace if you're deploying all those systems within your event. And it all comes down to this idea of the event Parthenon, having all these different ways and knowing what they all are, and making sure that you're constantly working to generate more revenue through those systems. Now, how does this apply to your particular event? I don't know. Everybody's event's different. But if you're open to a conversation about what you've done in the past, what worked, what you want to accomplish, what you'd like to try next time, what you want to do, based on what you tell me, I can tell you what other people have done in your particular situation. You're always welcome to give me a call at 561-596-3877, or go to magicmeansbusiness.com/contact and set an appointment. Look forward to talking to you soon.